Hello and welcome to New Parents in Training. So in today's episode, I'm going to compare the 3 most popular portable milk warmer out in the market. So I have here the Baby Brezza. At the time of filming, has cost $99.99. And Momcozy, at the time of filming, was at $79.99. And lastly, the Papablic, which is at $89.99 at the time of filming. So for most up-to-date pricing, please check out the links down in the description below. And now let's go do some comparisons. Let's start talking about what came inside the box for all 3 of them. They all have manual instruction. I didn't include them here, but for Baby Brezza, they came with the bottle warmer and the charging cable. For Momcozy, bottle warmer, but they came with 2 charging cable. So one is charging cable, the other one is a charger with the cable attached to it. Now for this particular one, you can just leave at home to charge your bottle warmer. But if you're on the road, say in your car, then you can use this charging cable provided that your car has a port that you can plug this into. For Papablic, it only came with a charging cable, USB-C to USB-C. They also have this handle strap you have to attach yourself. But aside from that, that's pretty much it. Now let's talk about the design of the bottles themselves. All 3 of them are designed for portabilities, but they're not created equal. For Baby Brezza, there's no handle that you can hold on to. You can only hold on to the bottle itself. So for whatever reason, your hand slip, this bottle drop on the floor, I can only imagine that you might damage some of the electronic inside, the heating element or the battery, the control. This is not that safe when you are transporting this in your hand. Now for Momcozy and Papablic, they do have handle when you can hold on to the bottle itself, so it makes it a little bit safer. As I mentioned, they're supposed to design for portabilities. So a lot of times what happens for parents on the go, especially if you are traveling, you might want to use this in the car. However, for the Baby Brezza and Momcozy, the bottom are too large for them to be placed inside the car's cup holder. But for Papablic, because the way they shape it is narrower on the bottom, this can actually fit inside the car's bottle holder. If you are on a trip going out of town somewhere in your car, Papablic will be the best. The way that you're going to pour out the milk for all 3 of them, for Baby Brezza, after the milk is done warming, you can press the top here, center, just press it down. They have a 360 pour out. So you can pour it out from any angle if you want. Afterward, you can just press it again to lock it in place. For Momcozy, they have a locking mechanism here. So pushing it up is actually unlock. You can unlock here, and there's a pouring spout here that you can pour out the milk. And if you want to lock it, just push it down, and the cap will not open. Now for Papablic, it's super simple. And just here, you open up the top, you can just pour it out. Now let's talk about the control. For Baby Brezza, it's super simple. There is a button in the front. You press it down and count down 3 seconds, and now you see the temperature. Keep pressing it. You can select different temperature that you desire and let it be. And once it stops blinking, that's when it's gonna start. So now it's gonna start heating the stuff inside. To turn off, hold down the button and it will count down 3 seconds and will turn off. Now on the back end here, that's the charging port where you can charge the bottle with. Now for Momcozy, same deal. They have an on-off button here, but once you press, it's on. And if you let it be, it will just start, like right now, this is the inside temperature, and now it starts heating up. So we don't want to do that right now. We'll do that in a little bit when I do the test. Now press again. On this side, this is the water temperature that you want to heat up to. They have different temperature that you can set it to. Select the one that you desire, and you can let it be. Now for this side, this is the breast milk. So they also have different temperature, 3 of it. So you can select whichever one that you desire, and then just let it set, and then it will just go heat up the stuff inside. And then press again on and off button. This will turn off. On the back end here, this is the charging port. Now, this charge, like of all three, this particular product is kind of interesting. It will definitely fit the cable that comes with no issue. Obviously, it's designed for this bottle, so we'll just go in. Now, however, if you have a different USB-C cable, say in your car charging your phone, now say this one has come for my cell phone. Now it will not go in. The fact that it will not go in is because how wide the cable is. So you do need to have some kind of cable that's like I don't know what you call this, but the side needs to be narrow. As you can see here, this type of cable is much narrower compared to this. So not all cable can fit inside here, just FYI. All right, moving on to the Papablic. Hold down the button, it will turn on. So you can select the temperature by pressing the temp. If you want to keep the temperature at that certain degree, then you press the keep. It will blink. Well, it will have a solid red. Then the machine will try to keep at that temperature for a longer period of time after it's done warming. Now, if this is the only machine that has the sterilizing function, so to get to that, you have to hold down both keep and temperature. And then now this is star 6 and this light will turn on. The 6 means 6 minutes. The machine will sterilize whatever you put inside here for 6 minutes, provided you put 1 ounce of water inside for the sterilization. They also provide you with a quick start guide down here. So make sure you don't remove this tape because there's some good information here how to use it. And the charging port is on the back. Yeah, you can put any cable in here. It will fit as long as they are USB-C. One other feature I want to mention, this is quite important for all three of them. Only Baby Brezza would not allow you to use it while you are recharging. So if you try to heat up liquid while this thing is out of battery, you are recharging it, this will not work. But however, for Momcozy and Papablic, you can use them while you are recharging the bottles. All right, now let's talk about the capacity. For Baby Brezza, it has a line indicating the max level on the inside, but it does not have any volume level. So this actually holds 9 ounces of liquid. Now for Momcozy, there's no indication of any sort of level, but however, this one can hold up to 16 ounces of liquid. And lastly is this Papablic. This one is very simple. Has an indicator here and go all the way up to 10 ounces of fluid. Moving on to the testing. In this phase, what I want to do is to take refrigerated milk and pour out 4 ounces, measure the temperature, and then pour into each individual bottle here and heat the milk to 98 degrees to see how long it will take for each individual milk warmer here to reach that temperature. Afterward, I'm also going to test to see what's the actual temperature inside of each individual milk here to see whether or not it actually reached the 98-degree desired temperature. Was it under or over? I'm going to test them individually because I don't want the milk to be sitting out here for too long. So after I pour out each time, I will put the milk back into a fridge and keep it cold. And also, I assume that each one of them going to finish on a different time. Therefore, I don't want the finished bottles sitting there waiting for me to test the temperature. Because the longer it just sit idle, the temperature might drop inside the bottle. So I want to test out the temperature as soon as it's finished. The last thing I want to talk about is the cleaning process. For Baby Brezza and Momcozy, you basically need to get some sort of long brush like this to get inside to clean, because the opening is too narrow. Hands won't get in there, won't be able to get in there, and it's way too deep. And same goes with Momcozy. The opening here is too narrow. However, for Papablic, on the other hand, the opening for the top is quite large. So you can definitely get your hand into it. And also it's quite shallow, even though it can hold 10 ounces of liquid. It's shallow, so essentially you can just use your finger and go inside and then clean the whole thing. But unfortunately for the other two, it just, yeah, there's no way for you to get your hands there, go in there and clean. And of the three, Papablic has the ability to do sterilizing. So yeah, that's another plus. So you turn this thing on and then press the temp and keep down at the same time. The screen will turn to 6. That's how long it will take to sterilize, 6 minutes. And also just make sure that you do have 1 ounce of water inside here to do the sterilization. 1 ounce will be the bottom line on that water level, bottom line there. So yeah, that's really helpful, especially if you need to sterilize something such as a pacifier or a nipple. You can just put them in here and do that at the end. And so in conclusion, let me just go over some of the advantage and disadvantage of all three here. Now for baby Brezza, the advantage is the fact that it's not the quickest, but it's the most accurate in terms of heating up the liquid inside. It came to 97.9 degrees, so it's really close to a 98-degree body temperature that I want the liquid to heat up to. So that's the advantage. The disadvantage, this will not be able to go inside your car cup holder. And also, the worst of all is if you run out of battery, you have to recharge this before you can use it. You cannot use this while you are recharging it compared to the other two. Now, as far as for Momcozy, this one, the advantage is the fact that it has the biggest capacity of the three here, coming in at 16 ounces in terms of how much liquid it can hold inside here. The disadvantage is the fact that Momcozy is the slowest of the three in terms of heating. And also the fact that it did not hit the 98-degree Fahrenheit. Another thing is it cannot fit inside your car cup holder. And as far as for Papablic, the advantage is the fact that it can go inside your cup holder. It's the fastest of the three to heat up. You can use it while you are recharging this. This is the only machine here that can do sterilization as well, making this bottle warmer the perfect one if you want to take it on a road trip. The only downside is it did not hit the 98 degree as it's supposed to. So my suggestion would be heat up the milk inside at a higher temperature than the 98 degree and just let it cool down a little bit before you give it to your kid to drink. So the winner for this comparison will be this Papablic bottle warmer here. So if you have any questions, comment down below. Until next time, bye.